CIET NCERT presents the audiobook of Physical Education and Well-being titled Khel Praveen for Grade 9.
Unit 5, Sports. There is a QR code given at the top right corner of this page. You may scan the QR code for more information about this unit. This unit introduces students to the wide and exciting world of sports and physical activities, highlighting their importance in maintaining a healthy and active lifestyle. It begins by focusing on India's rich heritage of indigenous martial arts, such as Thang Ta, which combines body movement, breathing techniques, and weapon skills to develop physical control and mental balance. These traditional practices reflect cultural values and promote discipline and self defense. The unit further explores various traditional Indian sport and martial arts like Mallakhambh, Gatka, and Kalari Payattu. These activities not only improve strength, flexibility, and coordination, but also teach focus, courage, and respect. They serve as an important link between physical training and cultural traditions, helping students understand the significance of India's historical sporting practices. In addition, the unit covers modern and international sports, including combat sports like judo, wrestling, taekwondo, and boxing, as well as popular games like hockey, basketball, and cricket. It also introduces individual sports like archery, tennis, explaining their fundamental skills. Overall, this unit aims to develop awareness about the role of sports in building physical fitness, mental strength, teamwork, and sportsmanship. It encourages students to actively participate in different sports and appreciate their value in personal development, cultural understanding, and leading a balanced and healthy life. This unit commences with introduction to gymnastics and swimming, which is considered as the foundation of multiple sports. At the bottom left corner of this image, there is an image which illustrates two female athletes playing the game of hockey. Page number 137, Gymnastics. The word gymnastics has been derived from the Greek word gymnos, meaning naked art. In ancient Greek, the word gymnastics was used to denote the exercise done with the naked body. Frederick Gutsmuth is known as the grandfather of modern gymnastics, and Frederick Ludwig Jahn is known as the father of gymnastics. Modern gymnastics is regulated by the Fédération Internationale de Gymnastique, FIG, which was founded in 1881. Gymnastics was included in the modern Olympic Games in 1896, and women's gymnastics was introduced in Olympic Games in 1928. The first Gymnastics World Cup was organized in 1975. At present, gymnastics as an event can be seen in almost all prominent multi-sports meets. Types of gymnastics. Broadly, gymnastics has been classified in 7 types: artistic gymnastics, rhythmic gymnastics, trampoline gymnastics, acrobatic gymnastics, Parker gymnastics, tumbling gymnastics, and aerobics gymnastics. This chapter deals with artistic gymnastics, which is a popular discipline of gymnastics. Artistic gymnastics apparatus for men are floor exercise, pommel horse, Roman rings, vaulting table, parallel bars, and horizontal bar. For women, the apparatus are vaulting table, uneven bars, balancing beam, and floor exercises. A set of diagrams has been given at the lower end of this page, illustrating various artistic gymnastics poses by a male athlete. Page number 138. Swimming. Swimming is a sport where a person propels their body through the water with their arms, called strokes, and legs kick and move progressively through water. It is sometimes used for physical rehabilitation of people recovering from injuries because it is a non-weight bearing exercise. It is also a good recreational activity. Swimming was included in the first modern Olympic Games at Athens in 1896. Diving events were added in 1904. The women's competitions were recognized in 1912. Fédération Internationale de Nations Aquatics FINA was formed at London Olympic Games in 1908. Types of strokes: front stroke or freestyle, backstroke, breaststroke, butterfly stroke. These four kinds of strokes have been illustrated here through the medium of four different drawings. The following should be kept in mind before and after swimming. Take bath before and after swim. Wipe your body after shower with a clean towel. Swim under the presence of a lifeguard and proper safety equipment. Do not go into deep water if you are not confident. Warm up before swimming. Stretching and mobility exercises should be done before and after swimming. Page number 139. Chapter 18. Indigenous Martial Arts and Sport. Indigenous Martial Arts. Thang Ta. A fine combination of body, breath, and blade is an indigenous martial art of Manipur in northeast India, where Thang stands for sword and Ta stands for spear. Various external weapons are integrated in this skill, that is, the sword, spear, dagger, etc. It's a manifestation of physical control through soft movements coordinated with the rhythms of breathing. It is an elaborate system of physical culture that involves breathing methods, meditations, and traditions. The other name for Thang Ta is Huen Lalong, method of safe defense. Any individual, all alone or with a partner, can practice various sword drills for learning and training fundamental strokes and footwork. A drawing has been illustrated here in which two male athletes are performing the indigenous martial art of Thang Ta. Skills: basic stance, stand with feet shoulder width apart. Footwork: turn to the left, pivoting on the balls of both feet. The feet should form an approximately 45-degree angle. The body will bend in front until the toes of the left foot are aligned with the knee and the chin. The body of the player should form a straight line from the back of the head down to the right heel. This is also called the Singh Mudra or lion's posture. Another skill of Thang Ta, which is played without any armory, is known as Sarik Sarat. It is taught after competence in weapons was gained. It uses the foot and hand as a form of weapon. Page number 140. Gatka. Derived from the Sikh history, Gatka refers to a wooden stick whose traditional name is soti, intended to simulate a sword. Is an ancient Indian martial art which remained an integral part of the traditional Guru Parampara in Sikh Shastra Vidya, skill to use weapon. During the 16th century, the 6th Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, 1595 till 1644, initiated this historical art of self-defense. Later, in the 17th century, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, known as Master of Weaponry, developed it further and made it a compulsory part of the Sikh tradition. The word Gatka is of Indian origin and refers to a defensive weapon technique. Mahankosh, edited by Bhai Kahan Singh Nabha, explains Gatka, a three-hand span stick used to teach initially of club fighting. Gatka, associated with the Sikh gurus, is now being recognized as a sport nationwide. Gatka is a combative sport between two or more players. Rasmi, symbolic and traditional, and Khel, competitive sport, are the two ways to enjoy this traditional art of sport reformed in the beginning of the 19th century. International rules for Gatka games are formulated by the World Gatka Federation. Gatka equipment used in demonstrations and competitions are stick and farri, chakra and chain, dhal and kripan, khanda and katar, talwar and mace, tir and dung, etc. An image of a Gatka performer has been given here, while various equipments used in the sport of Gatka are pinpointed. At the back, there is dhal, a buffalo hide shield. At the front is the Sanjo iron chainmail, the Jangi Kada war bracelets, Char Aina iron armor plates, Teg 10 fist long sword, Janghi Moje war shoes with toe blades, Trishul Mukh trident and turban, Kartar dagger in waistband, and various swords and weapons. The concept of soul teaching and Gatka training reflects in our day to day living, realizing the importance of time, taking quick and right decisions at the time of real need, not intruding in anyone's rights, not surrendering against evil deeds, living a simple and a principled life are qualities that come easily in a Gatka Baj. Page number 141. Kalari Payatu. Kalari means a space where one gets training, and Payatu means practicing. References cited in the Vedas prove that Kalari Payatu has existed for 3000 years with deep roots in the social and cultural life of Kerala. Like yoga asanas, Kalari Payatu is also inspired by the movements and stances of animals such as boar, lion, raptors, elephants, etc., and was primarily developed to counter wildlife. The British banned the practice, fearing it might make Indian citizens physically strong, emotionally balanced, and mentally stable. Despite such restrictions, a few dedicated masters safeguarded this ancient art by practicing it in isolation and secrecy, and it was resurrected after independence. With strong principles at its foundation, Kalari Payatu develops balance and flexibility of mind and body, emphasizing speed, agility, coordination, and discipline. It also aids in reducing psychological disorders like stress, anxiety, and tension. Traditionally, advanced students of Kalari Payatu are imparted knowledge of Marmasthanam, the vital points of the body, which include muscular, vascular, ligamentous, bone, and joint related locations. This deepens their understanding of the body's functioning and is complemented by medicinal and therapeutic practices that are integral to the training. A drawing has been given here which illustrates two athletes performing the art of Kalari Payatu. Page number 142. Indigenous sport. Mallakhambh. Mallakhambh is an Indian traditional game that beautifully blends strength, flexibility, balance, and concentration. The term comes from two Sanskrit words, Mall, meaning wrestler, and Khambh, meaning pole, thus translating to wrestler's pole. Originating in ancient India, Mallakhambh was an essential part of the Gurukul era physical training system, designed to build strength, focus, and discipline among students. It served as a vital link between yoga, martial arts, and wrestling, combining physical mastery with spiritual growth. Practiced in gurukuls and akhadas, it helped warriors and wrestlers enhance agility, endurance, and coordination while promoting inner balance and mental control. A picture has been given here of a male athlete performing the Mallakhambh indigenous sport on a wrestler's pole. Historically, Mallakhambh finds mention in ancient Sanskrit texts such as Manasolas, 12th century AD, and Vyayam Deepika, highlighting its deep cultural roots. It was revived during the reign of Bajirao Peshwa II, 1796 to 1818, by his court gymnast Balam Bhatt Dada Deodhar to train soldiers for battle. During the early 20th century, stalwarts like R.V. Bhogle, K.B. Boksekar, and Pandit Baba Sahib Natu popularized it across India. Today, Mallakhambh has evolved into a modern competitive and artistic sport performed by both men and women on wooden poles, ropes, or hanging apparatuses, where yogic and acrobatic postures are displayed with rhythm and grace. Mallakhambh helps in the all round development of the body and mind. It improves muscular strength and endurance, balance and coordination, flexibility and agility, concentration and self control, courage and confidence. Mallakhambh has gained official recognition, declared the state sport of Madhya Pradesh 2013, and featured in the Khelo India Games and the 36th National Games 2022. Today, it has spread globally to countries like Germany, the USA, Japan, Italy, and the UK, symbolizing India's ancient wisdom in a modern athletic form with minimum cost. This unit ends here.
Khel Praveen, you were just listening to this audiobook, Textbook of Physical Education and Well-Being for Grade 9. Narrator Vaibhav J. Srivastav. Sound recordist Mohammad Faizan. Assistance in production Mukul Singh. Directed and produced by Vimlesh Chaudhary. This audiobook is brought to you by CIET NCERT, New Delhi, India.